Deron Bland injury to add to it. I know you have to go, but tell me this, given all this, is this a 10-win team?
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that has won 12 games 3 years in a row, despite the fact that nobody wants to give Mike McCarthy any semblance of credit for that. And the Deron Bland injury is devastating. There's no doubt about that. And it's unfortunate that we still have to wait even longer to see him play opposite of Trayvon Diggs. But the Cowboys, I mentioned their rookie class, have a fifth-round rookie in Kalen Carson out of Wake Forest, who has really impressed. And if there's one position group on the team that I think they can survive things for a little bit, it's probably in the secondary in terms of surviving a loss. You know, if you assume that he's going to be out through their week 7 bye, that's my own personal assumption. There's not necessarily a kind of murderer's row of quarterbacks or wide receiver groups that they're going to face at that point in time. And if you do trust that Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are going to take care of things, maybe you would want to take care of them. That would be my advice to the Cowboys. But I do think that they probably get through that, first 6 games with a 4-2 record and set themselves up. I mean, if you told me the over-under was 10.5, I would lean over, but 11.5 is where I might start to kind of worry a little bit.
FanDuel has them at 9.5, so you're going to bang the
Easy
over
money.
on that. Easy money, says RJ Ochoa. You're a delight, and you're such an easy interview. Thank you for the information. I hope more positivity comes your way so you can unplug your phone and enjoy the kickoff to the NFL season. RJ Ochoa, check out all of his stuff at Blogging the Boys. As I bring in Matt Hamilton here. Thanks, RJ.
Thanks, Kay.
Thanks. Thank you so much. The spotlight part makes me giggle a little bit, Hammy, if I think about like why they do this, and you at 5 in the morning my time today are in my ear about how this is just the way Jerry likes to operate. And some people that's it. We have a lot of history to point to, as RJ just alluded to.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like he enjoys the game of chicken and seeing what he could squeeze out of these negotiations. We saw it with Zeke a few years ago too, and that extended into the regular season. And I think that's, if you're a Cowboys fan, that's what starts to make you a little bit nervous, because you don't want to start seeing this bleed into the regular season, especially with CD, when the rest of that receiving core is kind of a question mark.
Do you think they're a 10-win team? As easily? I didn't think RJ was going to go that way.
Yeah, I do think they're a 10-win team. I think with the way they played the second half of last season, the playoff game aside, the way they played the second half of last season, I think they showed that. It's just, the bar in Dallas is the Super Bowl, and I don't think they've gotten any closer to that goal. And I think the concern really starts to creep in when you think about the future of this team with the way these negotiations are playing out, because what's going to happen over the next couple of years that's going to get them closer to that Super Bowl. And it's hard to find a path unless Dak just takes his game to another level and they get him under contract and lock him up. But the way this roster is built right now, it's hard to see a path for them to really get back into being considered a legitimate Super Bowl contender.
I don't know. I think the division got better.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tough. I just think it's going to be a lot tougher for them, given all this. And I think some of this stuff is going to creep into the season. Micah's not one to go quietly into the week 1 night. I just don't see it really working that way. So I think that's a whole other human aspect of this. That credit to Mike McCarthy for everything that he's done and keeping them a contender. But I don't know. I don't know if I see the 9.5. That's what I think. What do you guys think over on YouTube?